When reality flickers, Eliza's chilling story. The coffee mug in my hand felt wrong. Not just different, wrong. The deep crimson glaze, the faint chip on the rim. It had been mine for years, but now the colour seemed off, too saturated, too perfect. I blinked. The mug was green. My breath caught in my throat. I blinked again, harder, red. The air in my apartment thickened, pressing against my chest. The heater's low hum stuttered, the light outside shifted, and for a fraction of a second the world itself seemed to flicker. My hands trembled as I set the mug down, trying to convince myself it was just exhaustion, just a trick of the light. But when I turned toward my bookshelf, the photograph of me and Harper from college had changed. Harper had always been laughing in that picture, her face half turned toward me, the late afternoon sun making her short black hair glow. But now Harper stood alone. Her expression was sharper, thinner, her dark eyes vacant. And where the stack of books had been beside me, there was now only an empty space. A smear of red blurred the corner of the frame. My stomach churned. I reached out with trembling fingers, tracing the glass as if touching it could restore what was lost. The surface was warm, too warm. My reflection in the black monitor caught my attention. I turned slowly. My own face stared back, hollow-eyed and pale, but there was something off. The angles of my face were subtly wrong, my eyes a fraction too wide, my lips parted as if mid-whisper, and then my reflection blinked. I hadn't. A sharp knock at the door shattered the silence. I flinched, spinning toward the sound, my pulse pounded. No one ever came to my apartment, not unannounced. Eliza, my breath caught. The voice was familiar, cold. I stepped toward the door, my skin prickling. The air smelled different now, thick with something floral, something sickly sweet. Lavender, Eliza. The knock came again, more insistent. My fingers hovered over the handle. The peephole was black, an abyss of nothingness. I didn't dare look through it. I swallowed hard. Who is it? Silence. My phone buzzed violently on the desk. The screen glowed. Mum? My mother's voice was sharp. Eliza, you need to come home. My stomach twisted. Why? A pause. The static on the line thickened. Then, your father's things. We need to sort through them. The air in my apartment tightened. I turned back toward the black monitor. My reflection was still watching, and this time it was smiling. The house loomed against the storm-grey sky, its wooden frame warped by time and salt air. The moment I stepped out of the car, the scent of lavender hit me like a wave, stronger than before, lingering. My mother met me at the door, thinner than I remembered, her sharp eyes scanning me as if looking for something. You're late. No greeting, no warmth. I stepped inside, the familiar scent of damp wood wrapping around me. The house was too still, like it was listening. The walls, once pale blue, seemed darker, the corners of the room stretching unnaturally. I hesitated before climbing the stairs to my childhood room. The wooden steps groaned under my weight. Each creak felt deliberate, purposeful. My door was closed. It hadn't been before. I pushed it open. Inside, the room was just as I left it. But the mirror on the far wall was shattered, its jagged edges catching the dim light. My reflection stared back in fragmented pieces. Then, in the largest shard, I saw something else, a figure, standing behind me. Eliza! I spun, but the room was empty. The whisper curled through the air, slipping between the cracks of the walls, seeping into my bones. A memory surfaced, fingers slipping from my grasp, a scream lost to the wind, the crash of waves against jagged rock. A presence, always just beyond the edge of my vision. The mirror pulsed. The reflection of the room warped, stretching, shifting. And then my reflection stepped forward. Not the real me, not quite. Eliza, it whispered again, voice curling into a sickening smile. You're remembering. The world flickered, and everything changed.